tournaments and pool tournaments for about 20 years. And just about everyone, it's happened in California the past 20 years I've produced. The last one was an ESPN event in 2007 at the Normandy Casino. But I've produced events all the way from Binion's in Las Vegas and the Bicycle Club. We did everything unimaginable in pool at the Bicycle Casino. We had the U.S. Open Wheelchair Championships, many ladies events, so many pool tournaments I can't even count them.
No kidding.
Maybe as many as 20. It's almost, we did about 2 a year for 20 years. It's a long time.
Wow, that's
the Commerce Casino, and
you must have a lot of stories.
A lot of stories, and I love pool. I mean, it's a passion of mine. I love it so much that I'm now producing a new app game.
Like an iPhone app?
Yeah, right. It's going to be on Apple and actually Android too. It's called Poker Pool, and we've signed pool legends Jeanette Lee, Ava Mataya, Lawrence, I should say, and
she just won a huge event.
Just won a big event.
Barbara Lee and I were up there.
Were you?
Yeah.
Robin Dotson, used to be Robin Bell, is also signed on. We just signed Francisco Bustamante today. Chef Anton is there, but we have a lot of entertainment stars. Shannon Elizabeth. So this is going to be a great, exciting game. You're going to shoot pool balls on the app phone. And the pool balls have poker faces, so you make your best poker hand.
Okay.
It's called Poker Pool. It will launch in June.
Poker Pool, okay.
And we're excited about that. We're building 5 other apps. One's a paintball. What makes our apps different than other apps is we have star power behind each app.
Well, you don't know this, but just real quickly, just before this match starts, I got a little surprise for you. I'm going to quickly show the audience here what those balls look like.
Oh, wow.
And surprise, surprise. I do my homework, Robert.
Cool.
And basically, that's how the game is played. It's played like a game of poker, if I'm not mistaken, and you rack the balls in a triangle, like an 8-ball rack. Is that correct?
Right.
And these balls are beautiful. Are they Aramith balls? Somebody might, I would think, are the first question. What brand of balls?
I don't think they're Aramith. We're going to have the owner of the company on the show a little bit later, George Emery, and he can explain his process. But I know that he's worked hard. This company's been around for 10 years, and he came to me to help him with the marketing, and I said, well, why don't we put this on a virtual game? And that's where we are, yeah.
Well, that's great. So if you want to know more about these balls and this game itself, and even order your own set, they come in that beautiful carrying case. Gold carrying case. And you just go to pokerpool.net, and I believe they're on sale for a special internet price of $149.95.
Right. And if you go there today, I'm going to ask George to make the sets $99 today, just in honor of your show.
No kidding.
Today and tomorrow, we'll make it $99.
POV Pool special. I appreciate that.
30% off.
So maybe they got a call in, or they can order online for $99.
I'll let George when he comes
POV
on.
Pool, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that would be great. And we're going to also have the CEO of Poker Pool, George Emery, coming on. Actually, CEO of Crown Games Incorporated. He's going to be coming on a little later after Robert to talk to us a little bit more about poker.
That's his passion. He designed it, created it. You can actually play 10 different pool games with that one set.
Great,
so
great.
It's right.
So that, I'm assuming, comes with a book of instructions.
Right, exactly.
Well, that sounds great. You know, it sounds really exciting, actually, to have a poker formatted
it's
pool game.
Two of the hottest social things you can do is play poker or play pool, and the demographics are very close. You know, there's a felt table, and you can bet, you can wager, you can have fun.
Yep.
It's a competition. I really don't see that much difference between pool players and poker players, and especially with tournaments. They pay an entry fee. They play on green felt. I think the major difference, though, is that pool is a real skill game. One of the problems that poker has had over the years is, and I'm lucky enough to be in the Poker Hall of Fame.
Oh, are you really?
But there's a lot of luck involved in poker, as you know. That's why we never have the same winner that can win back-to-back tournaments. we've had world champions that have won the world, like Johnny Chan, that have won the World Series of poker back to back. But as far as being consistent, it's very hard because there's so much luck involved.
Yeah.
Where pool, what I find amazing about pool is if you are truly the best pool player in the world, you can go to any city in the world and any pool room, and you're the best player in the world.
Wow.
No one can beat you.
Isn't that great?
You may lose a match, but you're the best player.
Yeah.
Poker, you can't do that.
Well, that's it sounds like a really good fusion, and let's talk about that a little bit more later. First, want to just start this match. Are you guys ready to go?
I'm just gonna hit a couple of racks.
Okay, Raj is going to hit a couple more racks. Oh, great, good. Actually, I was wondering about him. Raj wanted to give you a shout out. Amar Kang, where the heck are you? You should be here playing with some of the champs. And Raj really wishes you were here too, but I guess you could be here in spirit. You're watching the stream right now. Really miss you, and I hope you're well up there in Northern California. So Raj Hundal giving Amar Kang a shout out, and we are starting this match just after Raj hits a couple of practice racks. So if I can interrupt you there, I see you're on your phone now. So you have it's an app, an iPhone app, and a real game.
Both, right.
Which is great.
Yeah, and we are going to produce this on the app. You can buy it at the Apple Store, and you'll also be able to have it on your Android phones. So it will be worldwide, and you'll be able to choose like Jeanette Lee or Ava to play against. You can use them as your avatar.
That's great. So you've got some endorsements from pros as well. You can create characters and be a character playing another character.
Right.
You can be Ava Lawrence.
Right.
Or you can maybe be Rodney Morris or whoever wants to sign on and endorse this sport, this game. That's great. And well, tell me what's been going on with you. You've sort of last event was 2007. What happened?
Right.
Did you?
Well, I've been in casino marketing for 20 years, and I convinced the casinos how great pool was. And at the bicycle casino, they're the first ones that allowed me to start bringing in all the stars and ESPN, and we did some spectacular events. And the owner actually of the bicycle casino at the time was George Hardy. He loved pool so much, he said, Robert, anything you want to do with pool, the casino's behind it. So we did the ladies events, the U.S. Open Wheelchair Championships, California State Pool Championships were first held there at the bicycle. But we try to do more than just put on a pool tournament. We put on events. We always launched them with a giant cocktail party. I'm sure a lot of these fans out there today attended some of these parties. We had laser light shows and the stuff you see with mixed martial arts now with the fog and the music and the ramps.
Really?
I did that 20 years ago.
Where the heck was I?
Yeah.
Well, 20 years ago, I was grinding away, just learning how to play the game at Hollywood Billiards down in the basement there.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else interesting. I created a concept called Live at the Bike, and I got it from pool. The first streaming of pool that I remember maybe was about 12 years ago, and I got the idea to put poker cash games live. So now you can go to liveatthebike.com and watch live streaming of cash games and poker. But I created that.
Really?
I think around 2002.
Wow. And, you got to forgive me. I just I spent a little time doing a little online poker gambling and stuff, and then that whole thing with the
Black Friday when it crashed.
Yeah, when everything was well, I forgot what the company was that got. Well,
the top three online gaming companies are indicted. Full Tilt Poker, Poker Stars,
that's right,
and Ultimate Bet, and they're actually trying to settle these cases now.
Yeah,
it's current.
Okay.
So I think the internet will launch again. This time it will be legitimate. It will be legalized in the United States.
Right.
Probably within the next 12 months, you're going to see some great movement with internet poker.
Oh, great. Okay.
And,
That's good. I enjoy poker, and I enjoy online poker. But it did put a little bitter taste in my mouth when I heard what was going on,
yeah,
Just to answer a Curly Wish, and yes, okay, Spanky, thank you very much for answering that question. Louis Ulrich did beat Dennis Orcullo today. The score was 9-5. Orcullo still on the one-loss side, Louis Ulrich on the winner's side.
So this match we're going to be doing now, this is the loser side with loser.
This is a one-loss side.
One-loss side.
And
so the loser's going home.
well, the loser might not go home. Might stick around a little
Watch
longer and sweat.
be on this
sweat
show,
some-
right?
Yeah, I know that Fach is a regular here at Hard Times Bellflower, and Raj is from England, so I don't think he can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right
Try
away.
to get him on the show later.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah. He's an exciting player for sure.
He sure is. So has it been? It must be a while for you since you've sweat some good matches.
Actually, it's been 3 or 4 years.
Oh well.
I'm excited to be back here. Excited to do this show. This is good.
That's
I
great.
like this.
Well, you've been you've worked with ESPN and some of the major broadcasters. So welcome to my humble office here, my humble production studio. I hope it's not below
No.
your pay grade.
Actually, let me talk a little bit about another company that I have. I got the idea from Pool. We created World Team Billiards years ago, where we had like Team Philippines playing USA, and
Okay.
I created a company called World Team Poker. You can go to the website, and what I did, I signed the 270 greatest poker players in the world representing their countries, and we have a deal with Fox Sports
Oh, great.
to
Okay.
produce 13 shows.
Wonderful.
And we filmed 4 episodes now. We did it in Las Vegas, and we're finishing up the post-edit of that.
Okay.
But World Team Poker, I think, will be the first sports league of poker. And we have every major star in the world signed on
exciting.
with our company.
That's really
And
exciting.
I'm the founder and president of World Team Poker.
Kidding me.
So when you ask me what I'm doing, actually very
So
busy now, even though I'm...
when does poker become an Olympic sport? That's what
That's what we're
want.
trying to do.
You're kidding me.
Yes, we're trying to
Oh
make
my
it.
goodness.
So if anyone out there, they can go to worldteampoker.com and watch some video and register with their company.
Okay.
And pull it up. I think you'll find it exciting.
I will put it in the chat room first of all, because we have quite a number of people in the chat room.
Our first
and-
event at World Team Poker was won by China, and it was captained by Johnny Chan and David Chu. Prize money a little different in poker than pool, but the prize money they won for our first event was $300,000. The buy-in for our tournament was $50,000.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
you
What an
pulled it up
impressive
now.
website. That is really nice. Now, don't you like this this sort of interactivity that we can do?
Yeah, you're great.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. So, and you've got video here. So
This
you
is a
said
great
you've-
clip. You want to
you've
pull
shot,
that clip.
You've shot 4 episodes? Okay.
This is
I'm sorry. We're going to have to interrupt this discussion now. We have a match beginning.
this is great when you get a chance to watch that.
Absolutely. I will watch this.
2 minutes. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, we will have a clip from World Team Poker later of the highlights of an event we did in Las Vegas.
So you've done 4 shows, and you're gonna do.
We got to produce 10 more for Fox.
Let me ask you: are you guys hiring?
That's interesting. We did stream it live around the world.
Did you? Okay. You know what? Let me get that. Can we find out about the AC, Barbara? Apologize for that. Thank you. Raj Hundal just asking. I'm hot too, so.
But you know what's interesting
Asking if we
about
get the
World
AC
Team
turned
Poker is I got the idea from World Team Pool that we did back in the 90s. Same concept, yeah.
And well, you're fascinating person, I'm it's an honor to be here sitting with you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to talking to you a lot more.
I've been
about
blessed
this stuff
all
in
my
the
life.
future. Good, good.
I model my life a little bit after Forrest Gump. I've always been in the right place at the right time, and God smiled on me. So.
That's great. That's great. So here we go. Raj Hundal playing a race to 9 with Fach Garcia. Now, do you know Fach Garcia?
Not sure. I don't think I know him. Since I'm a betting man, if you had to put a price on this match, who do you make the favorite? How close is it?
I do make Raj the favorite, probably by, I'm going to say 2 games. Fach is a very good player. He's beat some of the best of them. He's not very well known because, he doesn't enter all of the tournaments. He actually works quite hard with Ariel Carmeli, the cue maker.
Right.
He's been working with Ariel for over 10 years, and he actually makes cues of his own as well. But Fach is...
I may need to talk to him because at Poker Pool, we're going to have virtual cues on the app. So we signed with Tiger Products.
That is great.
Is one of the sponsors of Poker Pool, but we need about 4 more cue makers. So maybe I'll talk to him.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Ariel's very well known in California. All right, so Fach jumps out of jail, but gets caught on the barbed wire fence. And
these balls are laying pretty good for him.
Well, yeah,
nothing's hung up. I don't see.
6 looks a little funny there. 6 and the 10. What do you think?
If we break that out, he'd be all right.
I think he's going to create that angle now. Whoa, that 2 just kind of wobbled in.
He's got a little difficult shot here on the 3.
Well, he's got an angle here, it looks like, to bump that 6 out, but he's really got a
small problem.
Be confident on where the cue ball is going to go after
he's
that.
Shooting with a lot of confidence, so looks like it's straight in. So
yeah, he's going to avoid the breakout here.
Yeah.
It looks like he has to line up the 5 for the same pocket that he's shooting the 4 in right now. Well, I guess the 5 goes past the 8.
Yeah. Give a shout out to my daughter in Destin, Florida. If she's on Facebook, she can sign on.
All right.
I have a daughter, Tammy.
Destin, Florida.
Right. By the way, today's Kentucky Derby Day.
Oh, yeah.
As the race, it's probably right now.
No kidding.
About, I think it's usually around 2.
Hey, maybe somebody in our chat room
can tell us who won it. Yeah.
An update on the Kentucky Derby. That would be much appreciated. All right, Raj playing a pretty smart shot. He doesn't want to. He got on the wrong side of the 5, so he wasn't really able to float.
Yeah,
he needed to get real precise shape on that 5 in order to get the right angle on the 6. So
I'd say he did a good job with that safety.
Yeah, Raj came in 2nd place, losing to Francisco Bustamante in a tournament last week that I streamed from the California Billiard Club.
Oh, great.
Called the West Coast Challenge. It was 10,000 added 10 ball. And Raj, pretty good performance from Raj Hundal.
Yeah. One of our plans is to launch Poker Pool with a big tournament in California.
Great
it
idea.
Will probably be a 25,000 added.
Great idea. LA Slim in the chat room mentioning the Derby hasn't run yet.
Okay, good.
All right, we're gonna have. Oh, I was expecting a ticky battle there, but Raj took care of that right away. Well, that was a great shot.
Yeah. A little behind the back too. He's going to have the ball in hand now, right? Yep. So Raj will have the ball in hand, and this game could pretty well be over if he can figure out what to do with his 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's very well. What do you think he's got? You see this 6 okay?
Yeah.
As quick as he went to the table,
think he's going to be fine.
It's over. Yeah.
He's a very deliberate player, and you can usually get a tell from him when he's out of line.
Yeah.
He's got to watch out on this side pocket because this table has been what I like to call Dominguezed.
Dominguez fixed them all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he said he
Oscar
worked on them last
Ernesto.
night. Yeah.
They did 20 of these tables in preparation for this event.
Well, without a miscue, this one should be over. And Raj will go up 1-0.
That's right, and you are correct. Raj Hundal playing Fach Garcia 1-0. And this is Daniel Busch with Point of View Pool, POVpool.com. And I'm sitting here with Robert, the ChipBurner Turner. So maybe you can tell me why they call you the ChipBurner.
I have a very aggressive style of poker. Although don't be taken by that name. It's a little misleading.
Okay.
But one world champion, Dan Harrington, wrote a book, his first book on Hold'em, and he said that the aggressive style of tournament play that's used today was created by myself, Robert Turner, and Stu Unger, which they made a movie about. So I'm very honored to be in that book, and said I created the style of tournament play used today.
And you are, when did you get inducted into the,
I'm in the actually Senior Hall of Fame, Senior Poker Hall of Fame.
When were you
for us
inducted?
older guys, 1999.
No kidding.
I went in with T.J. Cloutier and Kenny Flayton. It actually was held here in California. But I have one unique record. I'm the only one to ever cash in the World Series main event 4 consecutive years. 1991, 92, 93, and 94.
Wow.
And I created the game. There's a very popular poker game called Omaha.
Yeah. And, I enjoy Omaha, actually.
I'm the one that created Omaha. I invented that game in 1982.
You created Omaha?
Yes.
It's Barbara's favorite game.
Yeah, I invented Omaha poker in 1982. 3 years.
Full of surprises you are, sir.
Yeah. It actually started out as Nugget Hold'em. I put it in the Golden Nugget in 1982, and I brought it to California in 1986. Give you a little trivia. The first World Championship of Omaha Poker was played in Gardena, California, at a casino that I was actually the part owner and the general manager of, the Horseshoe Casino.
That is amazing.
We had it in 1986.
That is amazing. That is.
As you can see, when I told you, like Forrest Gump, my life's been just
and there are books and videos written about Omaha.
Right.
You know, Omaha is like a staple.
But there's a bad ending to this story. I wasn't smart enough to get a patent on it.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of patenting a card game back in those days. We just wanted to play it, so we got Nevada Gaming Commission to allow me to put it in. But I never dreamed of asking for a royalty.
Yeah.
And,
well, is there now a patent on it?
No, it's not patented.
Interesting. So how many books have you written? A couple of books yourself?
No, I've been many books, but if not written one. I'm actually in the process of writing a book now, but it's not about poker. It's about the Department of Justice. And one of the chapters is the online gaming chapter. And that book should be ready by August.
Wow. Back to the game here. Fach is, he's in jail again. And I think he's just got to tie the ball up or something. He's got to try to tie the ball up. That would be a good tactic, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to kick and try to tie that's 8 up against the 2 so that he can't make the 2. And that was a wise shot. Executed perfectly. I believe it was LA Slim in the chat room mentioning that he has a couple of old VHS tapes of you at the final table.
Yeah, 1994.
Yeah, 1994. And
it's a good shot.
well, this is one
Perfect
of those.
shot. Great shot. It went
Yeah.
all the way to the rail and tied it up.
Exactly. Now how does he hit it? Now what does he do? Now remember, he's on one foul. If he goes on two to try to tie it up again, you know, it could be. We have a 3 foul rule in this game.
Oh,
so, are you aware of the
No,
rule?
the 3 foul rule is that just for that game, not the match?
Just for the game, and it's 3 consecutive fouls. So once your opponent is on 2 fouls, he is notified.
Well, I don't think he hit this ball. It's going to be a great shot if he hits it.
Yeah, he's trying. Look,
He got it. He got it. No,
Oh,
he didn't.
he did
Whoa,
not
it was
get
like
it.
it looked like he was going to get it.
But look what he did. I think he
How
tied
close.
it back up again. That was a great try.
Now that's 2. Is that what you're saying? That's
Now
2.
he's on 2, and he has to be notified before he visits the table again.
So where is David? I don't see.
Where is David?
Is it David that's we'll have to give him this warning? Is it,
David.
you said he's got to be warned. Who's going to give him the notification?
Oh, your opponent has to tell you.
Oh, your
you're on
opponent.
2.
I
Yeah.
thought the tournament director had to come over and.
Oh no! Oh, you were talking about David Hema. Dave Hema.
Yeah. So your opponent gives you the warning. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. So Raj plays a real good shot. Caroms the 2 into the 8.
Again, this match could be over right here.
And we've got confirmation that Corey Harper beat Ramin Bakhtari 9 games to 8. It was a struggle for Corey at first. He was trailing by a game or 2 throughout the entirety of the match, and I think he came back possibly while Ramin was on the hill. Well, Raj, that's kind of uncharacteristic of Raj.
Right, the balls were laying pretty good.
But
he's shaking his head. He can't believe he missed that one.
He is. He really is. You know, these are real tight pockets. These are 4-inch pockets. Okay, so you see, Raj just held up 2 fingers. He said, "You're on 2." He almost forgot because he decided to go for the run instead of.
If he had not notified him, it wouldn't have counted, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the rules. And these are all gentlemen. You know, they all conduct themselves really well.
Well, he can hit the ball here. It shouldn't be a problem. The thing that he may leave the game over. Wow, almost a great shot.
He almost kicked it in. Fach is really a strong player. You know, I'm kind of looking forward to him getting a good opportunity and catching a gear, because he will catch a gear.
Well, the only thing now he has to break the 5 out, or he'll actually come back in front of the 5, right?
Yeah, the 5 will go. He's just got to.
Uh-oh, that's not what he wanted.
No, and these are not easy shots on this table
it's
either.
the full length of the table here.
I do believe he can make it without hitting the 9 first or fouling. So I think he'll be okay.
Good shot. Good shot.
Wow, and look at the stroke.
Yeah.
I think he kind of might have overstroked a little there, but he is acting as though he played for this pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Raz just got
he should have took
Dominguez.
he should have took his time a little bit with that. He just jumped right up and shot it like it was a slam dunk.
Yeah, 2-stroking it. You know,
Yeah,
you gotta.
you gotta take your time. I think that sets sometimes the champions apart. The ones that really give it, even though they know it's pretty easy, they want to make sure they have everything covered. And he's playing it. Well, look here, he's been given this match.
Look at Fach. Okay,
I could get out from here. You could too.
Yeah, I do have to tell you. I do have to tell you that Fach better not leave him this stuff because it's going to be all over.
Yeah.
If he leaves him like this, it's gonna disappoint him too because he wants to perform well. He really likes to play these events, and he doesn't do this. It's not all about the money. Fach really just loves to play.
Right.
So
Raj goes up 2-zip, and should be 1-1.
Good observation. You're right. It should be. So, well, goodness gracious, I have to thank Jay for introducing us.
Thank you. What are the matches tomorrow? What are the starting times?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so what time do you think the finals?
It'll be the final 8 players, and I'm thinking maybe the finals will be over around 9:30 at the latest.
I'm planning on stopping by again tomorrow.
It might even be earlier. So,
Daniel, it was nice being on your show.
I'll tell you what.
We're going to get George Emery.
Yep, and I tell you what, watch the stream, and you'll know when the matches will be starting. So
great. Okay.
All right. In fact,
POVpool.com.
POVpool.com, and I think if you actually check with the tournament director by the end of the day, or even check my stream by the end of the day today, I'll have an update. Join me on Facebook. I'll have all of that updated on my Facebook page.
You'll have the archive too for
the
this segment?
The archives will be uploaded within a week or so of this event, and we'll stay in touch.
Make sure that we friend each other on Facebook, and then you can archive it. And,
absolutely.
I'll go send over George Emery now, the president of Crown Games.
And I just look up ChipBurner in Facebook, right?
And play that clip of World Team Poker after this up. You're going to find that exciting.
I will. I would love to.
That's great.
All right.
Thank you again for being on the show.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. All right.
Robert's ChipBurner Turner, and he's going to go summon another associate of his, George Emery, CEO of Crown Games Incorporated, and I believe the inventor of Poker Pool. So we're going to hear all about his experience as well as sweat this match. Sorry about the graphic, guys. Raj leaving Fach real long here, and I don't think he intended to double kiss that too. Oh, that's gotta hurt Fach. Fach is actually struggling this morning, or I should say afternoon. Kicked the 2 in. He should have called it. right, guys. As Raj works on clearing this rack, I'm going to put a headphone on Robert Emery. Stick that on. George Emery, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sitting here with George Emery, owner of Crown Games Incorporated, and I guess the inventor of Poker Pool. Are you not?
I am. Poker Pool is one of the fastest growing games in the United States right now, especially amongst young people. And how Poker Pool is played is you have 15 billiard balls with card markings on them, and whoever shoots the highest poker hand in wins the game. And what's fun about it is every game's fresh and every game's different. And for instance, you may be shooting for a royal flush, and I may want to pocket one of your balls and put it in my hand to keep you from making your royal flush while I'm working on my hand. So you not only have to be a good pool player, but you have to be smart to win this game. This game is especially popular right now amongst young people. Young people love this game because every ball has a value to it.
Yeah.
And every game's different.
Now, when you say young, what actual demographic are you talking about?
We're talking people 30 years old and younger.
Okay.
You have to think on your feet, which is nice. You may win one game with a royal flush. You may win the next game with four of a kind. Next game you may win with two pair. There's no certain sequence you have to shoot in order to win this game, like an 8-ball or 9-ball. So.
And the game itself and the balls and the ball set come with an instruction booklet, and I think Robert Turner was telling me several different games, several different formats of the game can be played, right?
Yeah, you actually had 10 different games you could play with a set of balls, not just poker, but you could play rummy, 21, low ball, 5-card stud, 5-card draw, just to name a few games.
And these are Poker Pool balls that I'm putting on the screen, folks. And a very fast-growing game.
It's a real fast-growing game. Young people love it. But if you're 30 years old, over 30 years old, you have permission to play this game. So, yeah. So, in other words, if you're just a good pool player and you just can pocket the balls in the pockets, and you're not actually thinking with this game, you have to be able to think and shoot at the same time. That's what's unique about this game. So you have to think on your feet. So a lot of people enjoy doing that, and it's a complete different game from regular pool.
Okay, well, I was just reading chat, and people are telling me I have a short in one of my headsets, but I'm not hearing it, so possible I just brushed up against it. So it sounds really exciting, actually, and I know there's an iPhone app around it as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to create
being
this,
developed.
Absolutely. We're going to create a Poker Pool iPhone app that's going to be played worldwide, and you can actually play Poker Pool on your iPhone, on the iOS platform, and also the Android platform.
Great. Now, so are you here kind of doing some scouting for talent? Because I know that you...
We just signed Francisca Bustamante, who's going to be one of our avatars. One of the fun things about this app is we have avatars. We have movie stars. We have Hall of Fame billiard players. We have Hall of Fame poker players. We have one of the best paintball players in the world as an avatar.
Wow,
so
that's
everybody's
cool.
a superstar,
Cool.
the best in their profession. That's actually with this new app.
That's cool. That sounds is really exciting, and what's really cool about it too is it's not just a game that you play on an iPhone. It's a real game as well. It's a real game with real balls, so it's like it's crossed over, you know.
It really is.
It's crossed over in more ways than one. It's poker and pool, and it's an iPhone app and a real game.
What's nice is there's several strategies involved.
Yeah.
Some of the strategies are ball location, as well as what you have in your hand, as well as what your opponent has in his hand. So those are the three things you have to look at. And the hands change from every few shots. The variables change 4 or 5 times during one game. So that's what's fun about it. And you never get tired of this game. Every game's new. So it's
I never get tired of poker or pool, actually. So how can I get tired of both together?
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. It gives a poker player an equal chance against a pool player, and a pool player has to know how to play poker too. So
that's good.
And most people do. Most pool players and poker players know how to play the other game. So it's a big crossover. Like, you know, I have a lot of friends that are pool players that love to play poker, and a lot of poker players that play pool. So it's one and the same.
That's great. Now, how did you conceive of this?
I've been an athlete in sports all my life, and I like to play games as well as create games. I love to play poker, and I love to play pool. So we just put the two together and came up with Poker Pool.
Let me ask you this is actually an important question. What's your opinion of this for the sport of pool? Do you think that this actually might help and support the game of pool a little better?
I've had people.
Do you think it'll bring more opportunity to the game?
Absolutely. I've had people actually call me up on my business phone and leave phone messages. They'll tell me, George, I haven't played pool in about 5 years, and I bought your game Poker Pool. It's so exciting. I'm playing pool again. I really enjoy the game because I got tired of playing the old games. Are a lot of fun, but this is really a great game. Thank you for inventing it. Thank you for coming out with it, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I really do. I think this is going to bring the game of pool up.
Well, it certainly got Robert ChipBurner Turner's interest, and he's coming here with you, and really sounds positive about the game and about the iPhone app and everything else.
Well,
and he used to do a lot for pool, you know, in the 90s and in the 80s and 90s and beyond. So, you know, him coming back, and even actually in this decade, in the 2007, his latest event that he produced.
Well, Robert's one of the best promoters in the United States. There's no question about it. He's also in the Poker Hall of Fame. So, he really enjoys poker pool too. So, I think it is going to bring the sport up. I think the younger people now, they want something that's real exciting, that's fresh.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different crowd than it was 10 or 15 years ago when I played. I'm an avid pool player, and a lot of people get bored easy now with games, but poker pool you don't get bored with. That's what's nice about it. You can keep on playing, and it's especially fun when you have family over and you want to play a new game, play something fun on the pool table. Poker pool you can play over and over again, and after you get done with playing poker, if you don't want to play that anymore, there's 9 other games you can play along with this set of balls. So you can have this game and play it for 25 years and not get tired of it, this set of balls.
Yeah. Now, is this the type of game? I'm excited because it just sounds like there's going to be all kinds of new opportunities to handicap your opponents, and you know what I mean, like for players of different skill levels to play each other and match up with each other. It just sounds exciting in that sense as well.
Absolutely.
You know, for instance, we have a poker thing every Saturday night at our house, and you know, I couldn't imagine migrating the poker night to a pool table at the house, because we have a pool table at the house too. And we also have a set of your balls, by the way, the poker balls. And you know, I'm thinking maybe, hey, we'll just turn this poker night into a poker and pool night. You know, try to make it interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Every game has a value. Every ball has a value to it, which is different than a regular pool. So that's what makes the game exciting. It's a lot of fun to play. It really is. It's exciting. It's a whole new concept of pool, and it's growing very, very quickly amongst all ages, actually. But young people, it's actually a young person's game, but people of all ages really like it. But the young people have really embraced it. It's like their game. You
That's
know?
great. That's great.
So it's nice. Nice to see.
Meanwhile, apologize for sort of putting this match on hold in our minds. Fach Garcia is down 2-1 now, I believe is the score. And they're engaged in a little bit of a safety battle here. And we are speaking with George Emery of Crown Games and the inventor of Poker Pool, talking about Poker Pool. And look at this, what a great hit that was. He hit it good and sort of didn't leave an open shot, but Fach is probably going to play safe here. You know, these are champions playing, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Fach is not a highly visible player in the pool world, but we all know him real well on the West Coast, and he's beat some of the best of them.
Yeah, he doesn't miss too many shots, does he?
No, he doesn't. And, you know, Raj Hundal is one of the best of them, so he's got his work cut out for him. Now, after this rack, I want to give people the opportunity to maybe visit your website, so we'll talk about that right after this rack. Safety battle right now between Fach and Raj.
Yeah.
Well, Raj gets back to the table on Fach, and looks like, well, Raj is like he's struggling with these side pockets today. He's sort of getting a little out of line, and I think he felt the burn of the last miss he got on the 8 ball on the side pocket. So he's sort of, that was a great shot. Good recovery to get back in line. It just kind of slid off the 10 ball and slowly brought it down a little bit, made the shot even a little easier, and that was great.
Shot.
Yeah, Raj Hundal. He came in second place in the West Coast Challenge event, 10,000 added event, losing to Francisco Bustamante last week.
Looks very focused.
Yeah, he is very focused. He's a very deliberate player. I've been telling the audience, very precise. And he knows his rails real well. I just want to give you guys a quick bump on the stream for pokerpool.net. Now, these balls I saw are on sale for $149.99 on your website, pokerpool.net. And it comes with an instruction booklet. And what else? And a beautiful gold leaf carrying case, plastic.
Yeah, the ball's actually a lifetime guarantee. So if anything happens to him, we'll replace them for free. And the case it comes in is a polycarbonate case. It's shatterproof, so if you drop it on the ground, it won't splinter all over the place. And if you have any children or anything like that, that's a good thing to have. And it also comes with a leather carrying strap too. So if you want to take it someplace, you just throw it over your shoulder, along with your pool cue. And you can take it wherever you want to take it. And the case itself actually keeps score, so you don't need a pen or pencil to keep score. The first player puts his on the first shelf, the second player puts his on the second shelf, the third on the third, and the fourth on the fourth. So
That's right, like a little, like tiers.
exactly. So I can
Yeah.
look over and see what hand you have.
Yeah, that's really good. That's awesome.
And you can
That's
see what
awesome.
hand I have.
Yeah, you've made it all very useful. Very functional.
Well, sometimes this game can get pretty serious, so you want to make sure. I invented
Pool
that
and
way.
poker get serious? Come
Yeah,
on.
I don't want any negative feedback on, hey George, this had to be done with the game. So we put a lot of effort and a lot of time into creating this, and it's a pretty well thought out game. A lot of people put their input on the game. I like to say it was all my game, but it's not. I had a lot of people put input in on this game. A lot of professional pool players, a lot of professional card players, and these are the games we came up with.
That's great. Now, as I said, you can purchase a set of balls on your website for $149.99. Poker Pool. It's an amazing game, and it's growing very rapidly. In fact, I'm hoping I've got the balls, so I've got to look for the instructions now. I don't know if they're with the balls. I have to go look for them. Maybe I can download them online if I lose the instructions. Is that possible?
Absolutely. You can download them on our website. It tells you all the games that are in your instruction booklet.
Can we download the instructions
Sure can.
in advance without?
Sure.
Great, that's good. I look forward to doing that.
And or you can call our company phone number, and we will send you an instruction booklet free of charge.
That's awesome, folks. We're going to get back to this match. This has been George Henry of Crown Games and Poker Pool. Emery. Apologize. We just met today, so I hope you accept my apology there. He is the inventor and owner of Poker Pool. Please go to www.pokerpool.net and check out Poker Pool. An exciting game. Download the instructions, and you can buy the balls for $149.99. I'll be streaming for the rest of this weekend, and if George can find a good promotion for us to run for the rest of this tournament, I'm sure he'll come by and stop me before he leaves today, and maybe we can get you a special price or something. Okay, so thanks a lot, George.
Got only one thing to say, it's Poker Pool, baby.
It's Poker Pool right now. It's 10 ball, so we gotta continue with this. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man. All right, you're welcome. All right, guys. Thank you for taking the time with me to hang with George Emery. Poker Pool, and there's a phone app, an iPhone app coming out. That's great. All right, Raj caught a gear here. It's now 3-1. Fach. I think Fach having a little difficulty winning the safety battles here. Well, from the break, Raj looks great already. little funny on the 8-ball here. He's got a cut probably a little thinner than he wanted to. And the 10 goes down, a break and run by Raj Hundal. Nice exhibition there. Not a real tough rack for him. I mean, the break worked out real well. And it's actually nice to see Raj performing so well. He played at the West Coast Challenge last week, and the table that I was streaming was really not breaking well. And so it's nice to see. This is an extremely tough table, 4-inch pockets, but it is nice to see the break working out for these players using the magic rack here. And Fach watching from the chair. There is an online video bracket that I made this morning. Go to my POV Pool on YouTube channel, and there's also online bracket brought to you by AZ Billiards. Just go to Tours and Tournaments section of the AZ Billiards website. They are following the action of the Hard Times 10 ball tournament there, and they're actually Mike Howardson informs me that he's using my video bracket as a reference. So check out the AZ Billiard bracket for this tournament. Fach has a chance here. And I just have to let you know, I believe I've made a mistake. It's 5 games to 1. Is that correct, Don Espinoza, my pool stats guy from Pool Tracks? Good shot by Raj, but not the ideal shape. He's going to have to work for this one as well. Will it go? Real tough pockets. He's saying, please freeze on the rail. No, it's not going to. And Raj takes it down again. You know, I think this is technically the second 10 ball that Fach has given up. A I'll be right back, guys.
Hey folks, it's the barbecue on the line here. I just found out there was nobody in the booth and Daniel needs to do some scurry work out there, so I'm going to fill in. I'm coming in the middle of this match. Let me see here. We are at, whoa boy, 6-1 it looks like here. Holy cow. How's everybody doing out there? This is POV, Point of View Pool, live from Hard Times Billiards here in Bellflower, California at the Open, 10-Ball Open annual tournament. $5,000 added generously by Hard Times Billiards owner Eddie Aregwin. All right, everybody out there in the chat, thanks for coming in. And everybody else who doesn't come into the chat, thank you for watching. Let everybody know what we're doing here. This is we got a long day today, and we're going to have down to the 8 final players, I believe, tomorrow to finish up this fabulous 3-day event. This is Hard Times Billiards here, which is dubbed the Home of Champions, and the champions are all here for this event. I'm watching a good friend of mine, Jenny Lee, play Scott Frost over here on the table 6 next to this streaming table. And it looks like he's ahead. He looks like he might be on the hill. And she's at 3 right now, so she's got a lot of big climb back if she's going to take this match down. And it is on the 1-loss side, so she could be out. Meanwhile, we have looks like a safety battle going on here between local Fach Garcia against Raj Hundal from Team London. Raj, a great guy. He was at the California Billiard Club tournament that we, the 5-day tournament, actually 2 tournaments this last week up in Mountain View, and get to know him a little bit up there. He's a terrific guy. And Fach is a local favorite here, very good player. And another really great guy. We have a lot of great guys in pool, I have to say. Yes, somebody said that in the chat room that Raj was Team India, not Team London, but I just associate with him with London because that is where he resides, and because of the Moscone Cup interaction and so forth. So that's why I came out with Team London. So sale. And somebody wants to know who's favored to win this tournament. Well, I'm going to tell you, Busch took down both big tournaments in Mountain View here this last week. The first was a one-pocket tournament, and then overlapping and starting at the same time on the third day of that event started the 10-ball tournament. And Busch took down both of those, and he is playing strong. He's got the swagger, and I have to tell you, definitely a big favored player to win this tournament too. If he does, it's going to be a Triple Crown affair, of course. But he's really been bringing it, and he's got the look. But we do have a lot of strong players in this field, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. You know, Scott Frost also finished very well in this tournament up in Mountain View, as well as Raj. And Louis Ulrich, don't ever count him out. He's here too, and he's been on his game. And he won the Chet Ito tournament up in Mountain View a month or so ago. I've lost track of time. I can't actually remember. And of course, Oscar Dominguez. So we have many, many top players here in this field for this event. And we had been looking forward to this event for quite some time because of this player field that was expected to be here. Safety by Raj. And anyone joining us, the rules on this particular format here of 10 ball, called pocket, of course. And you have to use the magic rack. It is winner break format. 3 foul rule is in effect. Cue ball fouls only unless the foul alters the outcome of the lie. And also, if you do call a safe and you happen to pocket a ball, it is up to your opponent whether they want to give you back the shot. So that's another interesting twist here. Fach completely misses that 5 ball, and I'm very surprised. Fach is usually a very good kicker at this game. This is Raj has got a 3 ball out here, which would put him at 7-1. Pretty daunting task, for sure. Try to come back from that. I don't know that Fach has played on this table in this event since Oscar and Ernesto Dominguez redid the tables recently. I was talking to Bustamante outside earlier, and he said this is the toughest table he has ever played on, period. And that he was just like, wow, the table is so tough. Yeah, this is a I believe this is the one-loss set of matches here. In fact, I know it is. So whoever loses this is going to be out. High stakes here. And then I believe coming up at, well, I'm not sure of the timing. I think there's one other set. I know that there's another winner's side set of matches supposed to start at 6. But I do believe there is something in between now and then for sure. But that's what Daniel's out doing right now, is getting the scoop on upcoming times and matches. Okay, so Scott Frost has just knocked out Jenny Lee. She may stick around for a little while or go home, I don't know. Probably will go home. She's got kids and it's been a long 2 days already, so. Raj at the table with a pretty good looking rack here. Don't see any problems. All right, just got through talking to Jenny Lee, and she came up and gave me a hug, and I gave her a hug back. She's a really good player, Jenny, and I was hoping she would have gone a little further. Fortunately, it didn't work out for her, but I was really happy to see her play. She was the only female that played in this event, and I told her she had been representing all of us. So Raj going through this rack here, no problem areas, everything's open. He didn't come quite as far as he wanted to on this 8, but he should be fine. Commentator's curse. You know, I think he took his eye off the shot on that one. Wow. And he just gave the last 3 balls out to Fach. Amazing. Fach is kind of looking at him like, are you kidding me? Gave him the look like, what are you doing? Wow. Well, that was quite sportsmanlike, Raj, to do that. Gives Fach another game on the wire. Keeps him in the game. Fach with the break. Ball goes down, 2 in the side. I do not know about that 1-5 in the corner. My angle's a little funny here. I think he could probably run this combo, get that 5 in the pocket, but he needs to control the cue ball and the 1 afterwards, and he has to use the bridge. He is going for it, however. Now see, I mean, this is makeable, but he just made it a whole lot tougher for himself because he didn't come back far enough with that cue ball. So he's calling a bank into the corner pocket here so that he can hold shape for that 3, and really didn't get either one very well on that shot. I think he rushed it. He just kind of got down on that. I think he was upset that he didn't pull the cue ball out far enough to begin with. But come on, Fach, I know you have it in you. I've seen you play, and I've played you, and you should have seen Fach shoot up in Sacramento at the Hard Times Chuck Markoulis tournament. He was just unstoppable. So Raj back to the table, actually lucky to be back at the table. with a chance to get on the hill here. I've also been taking some photographs of this event, and as well as the last event that we streamed up at California Billiard Club. And I have to say that some of these players are very hard to photograph because of the movement that they do or how they get down on the ball. Like Rodney Morris is the hardest to photograph because he's always moving. He gets down very quickly, shoots very quickly, and is back up. Very hard to capture him. Raj has a tendency to be like that too. So I'm kind of trying to learn to use my camera tricks to do that. But if any of you are interested, you could go search for Barbara Lee on Facebook and go to my gallery and the West Coast Challenge. There is an album there if you would like to see some of the players and some of the shots. Feel free to go check it out. All right, Raj Hundal on the hill against Fach Garcia. I see the score hasn't been updated here for a while, so I'll get this updated for you. And it is 8-2 right now. Hill 2 in a race to 9. Incidentally, all races on both sides of the brackets during this tournament are a race to 9. All right. Good break by Raj. Pretty open rack. It's just from the 2 to the 3 that he's looking at right here, because the 6 is kind of big. So he's going to have to put a little inside on this to avoid, avoid running into that. Okay, he hit that a little hard. Okay, perfect. As long as he's not too straight. Very nice stroke. He's calling the 5, the bank, into the opposite side pocket. And just misses that side pocket shot. And he says, wow. So Fach back with another opportunity here. Let's see if he's hungry. You know, he's having a little trouble here. He's shaking his head. Things are just not quite going his way. He's not happy with his shots, his stroke, his shape. So a safety attempt here. And to be honest, Raj actually has a 6-10 combination here. So, wow. Okay. All right. I missed it. I was talking with Corey Harper here next to me, and Daniel was down the way, and I was having a little conversation, and so I missed what happened there. Obviously, Fach is back at the table, so I'm assuming that there was a miss on the. He went for the combo, and there was a miss, and maybe a scratch that left the combo in place. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but wow, another turnaround. I have to tell you, up in Mountain View, Raj had a little bit of a rough time of it. There was just all kinds of strange things that happened in his last match with Bustamante, and it did not come out to his advantage, and he was just sort of shaking his head the whole match, you know, like, this has been my life at pool lately, and so don't know what's going on with him, but all right, here's another opportunity for him to close out this match. And let's see if he can finish. You know, sometime that last rack is always the hardest. You know, it's the first rack and the last rack. You know, and depending on where you are at in the tournament, it can be a pressure situation. It can be your adrenaline builds up at the prospect of, oh my God, I might win. You know, there's just all kinds of things that can go through a player's head, and that really, therein lies the art of keeping that mental stability at the table. So okay, Fach is going to concede this match to him, and congratulations to Raj Hundal, and there you have it. Fach Garcia eliminated by Raj Hundal from London, a score of 9-3. So stay tuned, folks. We're going to be having some updates here on what's going to be coming up on the stream table as soon as I can get Daniel back here. And in the meantime, we would so love to thank our wonderful sponsor, Kamui. Their products are fantastic. I use them myself. I love them. Oscar Dominguez is also sponsoring Kamui now, sponsored by Kamui. He swears by everything also, and I don't blame him. Great products, great tips, great chalk. And John Bertone, terrific representative of Kamui products. So there you have it, that. And we'd also like to thank Don Espinosa from PoolTracks.net, keeping the terrific statistics from all of our matches and posting player profiles and pictures and statistical information that'll just knock your socks off. Be sure to check out his website, PoolTracks.net. And big thanks out to Chris Santana, who has been feverishly working on posters and promotional materials, does a fantastic job. And Daniel is back in the booth now. We will get the top of that chat updated for you per your request. And coming up shortly, to stay tuned on this POV, Point of View channel, will be Brandon Schuff versus Rodney the Rocket Morris himself, who is, yes, this is a one-loss side match coming up, And then the next winners bracket matches will begin somewhere around 6 o'clock.
I believe it starts at 4 in 20 minutes.
The winners matches start at 4? No, yes, this match. But
Winners at 6, I believe.
yes, that's what I was updating everybody on. That the next winners round would be at 6, so that way you can set your time clocks, etc. and plan out the rest of your day with POV Pool.